My name is Anthony DeSantis, and I am a middle-class actor. And I wrote a letter in a fit of pique recently. So it's angry, it's sarcastic, it's obnoxious, but it's true. It's in response to a letter that was written by some, I don't know who wrote it, but it was signed by a list of about 140 celebrities, people you'd call high profile. My letter, in response, goes like this. Dear celebrities united in self-interest, thank you for your kind words, but with all due respect to your acting and producing talents, please take your good intentions elsewhere. So this negotiation is and always was about the middle-class actor. I'm pretty sure that you and your fellow headliners have agents and business managers who make sure that you earn above scale for your day's work and your valuable visages. I'm sure they also make sure that you aren't forced to endorse product without consent or compensation, and that you don't have to consent to clip use. What I find curious, then, is that so many of you are willing to fight for the rights of WGA members, or for Darfur, or against state-sanctioned execution, or for free-range chickens, or what have you. Yet you refuse to stand up for the middle-class actors who fill out the cast lists of your television shows and your films. You get to admire how cool your name looks next to many other A-listers, especially when that list will undoubtedly appear in the pages and on the websites of the company rags like Variety and THR. THR, for those who don't know, is what they call the Hollywood Reporter. That's sexy. Now this is really a win-win for you all, this letter. You get to swaddle yourselves in your own version of this self-congratulatory good feelings of your version of looking out for the little guy. And at the same time, send a cute little love letter to the producers in the studios. Oh, I know, you're all going to be there in the trenches 3 years from now, or 2.5, manning phone banks, carrying picket signs, spearheading member-to-member education, and rallying the troops to win back all those things that we're going to be giving up if you get your way now. Now, I can see that shining phalanx now as you all march up Wilshire Boulevard, demanding that the AMPTP give back all the money it's stolen in new media, and home video, cable. Or do you think maybe that your personal producing interests might have you out of town that weekend? If there aren't any residuals in the future, where will contributions to pension and health come from? Could it be possible that we would all lose? It's like we'd be united, finally, in our common misery. So kiss the profession as you know it goodbye. Thanks, but no thanks. Because you know what they say, be nice to the people you meet on the way up or while you're at the top. Because they are the same ones who will remember what you did to them on the way down. So there it is, there's my letter, there's my fit of pique, there's my screed. But there's no point in it. The only person that serves is me. And that's not what I'm about. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not mad at the AMPTP or the studios. They answer to the bottom line, they answer to their corporate leaders, their parent companies, etc., etc., etc. But where we factor into the equation is when we stand together, we are able to make sure that we have working conditions that we can live with, that we are paid commensurate with what we bring to the equation. Home video and cable, they said to us, we don't know what the business model is going to be, so will you please take less actors so we can grow this business and then we'll make you whole? Does anybody think we've been made whole in home video or cable? Now, I understand that we are in a bad economy. If we were able to sign the AFTRA deal and keep working, you know, a lot of people would keep their houses for the next 6 months. But the nature of what they are trying to make us take in this deal dictates that we won't be able to keep those houses 2, 3, 4 years down the road, but because of salary compression and because of what we'd be signing away in this deal, protections that were hard-won over decades by hundreds of thousands of actors standing together, because we would be signing that away, because we'd be signing away things like residuals in new media. Look, there's just going to be 2 categories, box office celebrities and everybody else who are hobbyists. You know, it's not always what we lose in contract negotiations that's the most damaging. It's what happens in between the contracts. And they're not going to say in a contract negotiation that they're going to move everything to new media. They're just going to do it. There's nothing that is required of us that's more difficult than what a mine worker must have gone through when he had to stand against guns and brickbats and stand against bosses that were willing to do almost anything to get their way, but they stood up. All we're being asked to do is stand together and cast a vote. So to all the high-profile celebrities who signed the Vote No petition, I need you. The middle-class actor needs you. We are in serious jeopardy. We need you to stand with us in solidarity.